Most traders overcomplicate everything. 5 different time frames, 10 different confirmations, multiple different indicators, and they still can't stay consistent. What if I told you I built my entire trading career off of one simple setup on 1 or 2 different time frames, and that is it? It is so simple, and most traders just overlook it completely. This is a 1-minute scalping strategy that took me from overtrading, emotional, over-leveraging, and continuing to fail to tens of thousands of dollars in payouts per month and 7 figures in funding. Before you copy and paste what I say in this video, I need you guys to understand a couple of things. I need you to understand why it works and how to use it without blowing your account first try. So in this video, I'll be breaking it down. The exact strategy I use every single day on the markets, my real chart examples, and the psychology behind why it works every single day for me. If you've been looking for consistency, structure, and a clear system that actually works, you're going to want to watch this video to the end. Now, before we get into this video, I need to address one more thing. As I've gone through my trading career, I've learned that it's most traders don't fail because it's not because they don't know how to trade or because they're doing something wrong. It's simply because they're going through this long and grueling process alone with no resources, nobody to help them, no community around them, etc. That was my problem until I learned that I couldn't do this alone. See, you've probably seen a bunch of videos on YouTube. You've probably taken notes about them. Maybe you've even passed a challenge and gotten 1 or 2 payouts, but you still can't seem to stay consistent in the long term. Well, that is why I created something called the JMTRADEZ Trading Room. It is a private community that I am releasing just as you are seeing this video, breaking down the markets every single day. I'll be sending my pre-market levels that you guys can trade on exactly like I do every single day. There will be daily trade recaps of the trades that I take every single day. There will be weekly Q&As every Friday to talk about the trading week. And most importantly, you'll have direct access to me, a team of traders, as well as a community around you of like-minded traders who are trying to get the same position as you are. So if you're interested in changing your life and joining this community, the link will be down in the description. I am running a promo right now for the release of the community. The first 25 people to join will get it for $25 a month. After that, it becomes $35 a month for the rest of the people after the first 25 have signed up. Link is in the description. Do not let this opportunity pass you up. Now, without further ado, let's get into this 1-minute scalping strategy that saved my life. First thing I want to do is outline the strategy I trade, how I trade it, what I look for, etc. Then I will get into the results this strategy has produced me and other forms of psychology and things you can do to handle this strategy better when you are trading it. So the first thing I want to do is hop on over to TradeZella, my trading journal here, and show you guys the results that this strategy produces me. I mean, this is absolutely absurd work. In the month of October, we have taken 1 loss. So these trades right here, on and on, they are significantly bigger than these early month trades because starting right here, I decided to trade 10 Apex accounts, okay? If you guys don't know, on Apex, you can copy trade up to 20 accounts. So I decided to put 10 Apex accounts in the copy trader and go ahead and produce results like this using this strategy every single day. If you guys want to trade on Apex Trader Funding, the link will be in the description, as well as my discount code will be in the description. But yeah, nevertheless, besides that, guys, this strategy is absolutely absurd. Look at the results it produces. Let's even go back to previous months so you guys don't think, oh, this is just a 1-month wonder. He's getting lucky this month. No. This previous month too, before I started trading my Apex accounts, that's why the numbers are smaller. 1 loss. Let's go back to this other month right here. Bang, only 3 losses in the month of August. What about July? Only 1 loss in the month of July as well. So clearly you guys can see this strategy works. This strategy is a professional strategy that traders overlook, and the best part about it is how simple is it? Well, let's actually get into what this strategy is. Bang, you guys see it right here. This strategy is support and resistance. If you guys have been to my channel before and you've seen videos I've posted before, you know that this is my favorite strategy to trade, and how much I love this strategy is undescribable. But if you guys are new to the channel, yes, support and resistance is the strategy. So let's actually take a look at what support and resistance is. In stock market trading, support is the level where the price of the stock will stop and reverse. These are like invisible walls, so you know where the price will reverse or break through. These are critical for technical analysis, so you can make better decisions on buying and selling. So see what you got right here. Price came down to this area right here, and instead of going lower, it decided to stop and make its way up. Well, right there you have an area of support. So what can you look for when price comes back down to the area again? Well, we got this reaction once here, so if price comes back down to the area, I'm going to look for the same reaction. And what do you know? It comes here again and rejects off the area again. That is an area of support. Vice versa with resistance, it is the complete opposite, but same idea. You see price comes up to this area, and instead of going any higher, it decides to stop and make its way down. That becomes your area of resistance, as you can see where this red line is drawn. So what can you look for when price comes back up into this area right here? Well, if price rejected here and it's going to come back up into the area again, I'm going to look for a rejection again. And what do you know? It rejects the area, holds off the area, bang, makes its way down, does it again up here, bang, makes its way down. Now that's not the only thing that you can take with support and resistance. These are called bounce plays. These are my favorite type of plays to take. I love these types of plays where I'm looking for price to come back into an area of previous support or resistance and look for history to repeat itself, is the term I like to use. But we will later get into other forms of entries that you can look for besides bounce plays. So let's actually get into the TradingView charts so I can show you examples of this on the charts. Okay guys, so here we are on TradingView. This is the pair US30, as you guys can see on the 1 minute time frame. Now let's actually look and draw up a little chart for us first so we can go over this. So let's draw a little pattern like this. Bang, 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 bang. Something like this. Well guys, as we looked at the previous website over here, if we come back here, we see we have all these areas right here. Price stopped here, price stopped here, and for the third and final time, price stopped here. All these times you have price stopping here and doing what? Making its way down. It comes back up, it stops, it makes its way down. It comes back up, it stops, it makes its way down. So based off this and this website right here that we looked off, what can you determine? Well, if you said this being your area of resistance, you are absolutely correct. Now let's take a look at support here. You have a stop here and a move up. Comes back down, respects the area, moves back up again, comes back down, respects the area once again, and moves back up. Well, I think it's safe to assume that this is our area of support. Are you guys getting the gist of what I'm saying? Now, like I said, you can look to take bounce plays off these areas like this, but also another one I like is to take a support and resistance break and retest. So let's actually go over what that is. Instead of price continuing to come up and bounce off these areas and go bang, 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 you can also look for a breakthrough like this. Then you can look for a pullback into the area for a continuation back down. Now that is important for market structure right there. Some people on the candle closure like to immediately take it. So let's say price breaks through, candle closes below the area right here. They like to immediately enter and take the breakout. Me personally, I like to wait for the pullback, the retest off the area, and the drop back down for the continuation, or vice versa would look something like this. Bang, bang, bang. So that are the two forms of entries and executions I like to look for when I am trading support and resistance. So now let's actually get into setting it up on the charts. So here we are back on US30. This time I switched us to the 15-minute time frame. You can do your analysis on any time frame. You can do your analysis on the 5-minute, the 3-minute, the 15-minute, the daily time frame. Personally, I like to do my analysis on the 15-minute time frame and the 1-hour time frame, because when I execute on the 1-minute chart, which is what this strategy is, I feel it lines up best with the 15-minute and the 1-hour chart. So let's look, for example, what we have here. We have price in this area. Instead of making any more lows past that area, it stops here and does what? Makes an immediate move up and continues higher. So we can take our tool. I like to go from body of the candle to wick of the candle. Bang. Price stopped. It didn't go any lower than this wick here, and it moves all the way up. Well, what can you look for? You can drag this tool all the way to the left, and wow, what do you get? You get a stop here, a move up, a come back down, it stops here, and it moves up. It comes back here, moves up, come back here, move up. Oh my goodness, it comes back here. What does it do? It moves up. These levels are highly respected, as you guys can see here. And you see, this is what is so good about the Discord room that I've created. I'm going to plot professional levels like this every single day on the charts and send them into the Discord for my students to trade off of, just like I am every single day. I do not blame you guys for not knowing how to draw levels. It is hard, it is difficult, and it is not the easiest thing. So I am more than happy to draw levels like this, as I've been trading for years now, and send them out to you guys pre-market every single day. So once again, if you're interested in that type of mentorship and that type of learning, the link will be in the description for that. So we've drawn out our area of support. Let's look for our area of resistance. Well, what do we have here? We have an area where price continued to come up and wouldn't go up any further. Well, bang, you could make an area here. You could draw from top wick to body just like that. And you drag it to the left. Oh my goodness, I can't grab it. And what do you have here? You have multiple areas where price respected it, okay? Now, obviously, we had price break above here and come back down, but every support and resistance area is not going to be perfect. Well, this is exactly what I was talking about when it came to the break and retest play. You have the bounce play where you could have entered something like this off this wick candle. Bang. But you also have something called the break and retest play. If we remember that structure, all we're looking for is price to break the area, pull back to the area, and look for the continuation to the upside. I'm sure you guys remember that structure we just went over. Well, what do we have here? Price breaks above the area, pulls back into the area, rejects the area, and pushes up. I'm sure you guys remember that structure. We just went over it. So what could you look for? Something like this, an entry just like this. Bang. But this is on the 15-minute time frame. This strategy is about the 1-minute time frame. So let's go down and actually look at the type of entries that I am looking for. All right, guys, so new pair here. Here we are on gold. So gold is one of my favorite pairs to trade. Let's draw out our area of support and or resistance. Well, first, what do we have here? We have price coming to this area, making a move up, coming back to this area, making a move up, coming back to this area and continuing to bounce off of it until it eventually breaks through it. Now, what are we noticing on the 15-minute time frame here? Well, we are noticing that price has broken above, it is pulled back into the area, and now it is currently retesting. So this is where the bulk of the video comes in. Let me switch down to the 1-minute time frame where I look to execute. So here's the 1-minute time frame. You have price, it did its break above. Bang. It chopped around up here, showing that price wanted to maintain, and now it pulled back into this area, as you guys can see here. So let's go ahead and get rid of this tool. Price is showing us here that it doesn't want to break any more below this area. You also have a triple bottom right here, essentially. It's a little hard to point out, but you have one. Look at all these times price continues to reject off this area, hold off this area, and not try to come any lower. So at that point, I would have entered this trade right here. You could have put stops under, and even right now, we're up about almost a 2, at the most, you could have been up almost a 2.38. So that is something I like to look for when it comes to the break and retest play. You are looking for patterns like this, triple bottoms. You are looking for rejection candles off the area. I hope you guys understand the break and retest play. Now I'm going to show you my favorite type of play, a bounce play. So here we are on NASDAQ. As you guys can see, I've drawn out my area right here. Why? Because if we look here, price came up into this area, made a move. Back up into this area, made a move down. So obviously, I'm going to look for price to come off that area once again if we make our way up there. So let's switch down to the 1 minute and let's show you guys a precise entry. Here we are on the 1 minute time frame. You guys can obviously see the amount of times price rejects off this area. It is a highly respected area. We have bang, move down, comes all the way back up, moves down. So clearly this area is respected. So if we zoom in here, we can actually look and see what is going on. We have price coming back up here again for the 3rd time. And once again, I like to tell you guys my favorite statement is history likes to repeat itself. So what could we be looking for? Well, we see price come up, we start to see volume weakening in this area and start turning bearish in our favor. Obviously, sellers are going to start taking over this position 9 out of 10 times once you start seeing the rejections off the area for the 3rd time after this just happened again over here. So what could you do? You could look for this position right here. That's a little bit of an aggressive entry if you take it off the first candle like that. I wouldn't recommend something like that. Now, if you're comfortable with aggressive entry trading like that, you can look to take it off that one candle. But I would probably wait for, something like this, maybe an engulfing candle off the area, move stops there. Then you can get, obviously the position like that. Or if you are a little more aggressive, but not too aggressive, you could take it off that third candle right there, forming the 3-line strike, showing that sellers are now in control. They formed 3 bearish candles in a row after volume dying off from the bullish move up. That's a pretty significant entry right there. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys got an understanding for a basic support and resistance 1-minute scalping strategy that I use. I am marking off my support and resistance levels every single day and then scalping into the trades on the 1-minute time frame as I showed you guys. How you precisely enter on the 1-minute time frame is completely up to you guys. It is not up to me. You're going to have to get used to what you like to see, what type of patterns you like to see on the 1-minute time frame in these areas of support and resistance. Remember, there is multiple ways you can enter a trade. My 2 favorite are the bounce play and the break and retest play, as we went over today. And as you guys can see, these levels hold very well. These levels produce high quality trades. And like I said, you're not responsible to draw these levels if you join my Discord. If you join my Discord, link is in the description. As I said before, I will draw these levels out for you every single day, which will make it 10 times easier to have confidence in the trades that you are taking. Once again, a huge thank you to Apex for being a part of this video, as I am able to put forth numbers and results like this using this very strategy that I have mastered. So without further ado, guys, don't forget to like or subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.